lovers. How you doing? How you doing? This is Libby FYM. You know what I'm saying? Dutchie's in the house. Thank you all for being here. I am so happy to see you. Let's see who all I've got in the house so far. You know, I got to take attendance. Got to take attendance. Welcome to Whackadoodle Crime Wednesday with Libby. And I will be featuring a reactor each Wednesday to react to the wackadoodle crimes that we will be discussing. So first, I did just want to talk about R. Kelly because of the fact that he did just get sentenced. Who here? Hey, Elise! Oh my gosh, I miss you! I'm so happy to see you, girl. Do you be lurking and you just don't say anything, or have you really been gone all this time? Inquiring minds want to know. But anyway, so put in the chat if you know how many years he was sentenced to. And keep in mind that this was only for his charges in New York. This does not include the cases against him in both Illinois and Minnesota. Minnesota? What? That's where I'm from. Fuck you mean? So, hey, Betty Joe. Glad to see ya. Hey, mother. My mother just walked by. That's right, Betty Joe. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, she's so cute. My mom thinks it's really cute that this cat is in my business. Okay. Depp versus Heard was a whole thing. Oh, yes. Is that what you were into? Yes. Getting back in he needs to get back into the freaking pisser because that's where he crawled out of. I'm just so angry and disappointed with him. Like that. Ooh. Bill Cosby was harder for me to deal with than R. Kelly, I have to say. But I'm not even real sure, like, about Bill Cosby. If, you know, I don't know. I did this, you know, he was acquitted or whatever, right? But with R. Kelly, y'all watched that Netflix special, didn't you? That documentary where, you know, it was surviving R. Kelly. Like, what the fuck? He needs to have a show called Surviving Him. What must a person be like to have a documentary named after them and have the word surviving in front of it? Like, he is a real piece of shite. All right, so I'm gonna drop this link again. This is for Dutchie. If you want to come up yet. Hi, I used to be cool. Oh, you're working? Okay, well, I appreciate you for listening. Anywho, you watched it, Elise? So let me take a look at our poll and see. If you have not answered the poll yet, please do so. All right, let's see. So far, we have 86% that have declared themselves a badass bitch today, and 14% who has declared him or herself as Jody Sue. I have to sneeze. No! Oh, my goodness. Betty Jo says he might have some good songs, but what else has he done? I know. I really, really like his songs. I really like his songs. But anyway, I can live without them. And I can certainly live without his sick ass. I wonder how many counts of freaking human trafficking and what else was it? Like racketeering or something, which I don't know what that means. I doubt it has anything to do with rackets. What is racketeering, you guys? All right. So, yes, he was sentenced to 30 years. Motherfucker. And of course, he's so narcissistic that he's going to appeal. Why? Because his defense team thinks he should only have gotten like 10 years. Because, hey, what's the big deal if you brainwashed, upwards of, like 25 women over the course of 25 fucking years? And I'm sure it was more than that. So, what are your thoughts on the R. Kelly situation? Hi, Joe. Glad to have you here. Betty Joe, I totally agree. I think he should have gotten life as well. Because, like I said, he literally brainwashed. Right, Joe? Thank you for saying that, because that doesn't make any damn sense. Maxwell got less than R. Kelly. The fuck? So I would say that, in my opinion, because that's what this channel is about largely, that Jizzy Maxwell, because she is a white woman, is why she didn't get as much time. That's just my opinion. It just seems to be a thing around here in these parts. But R. Kelly's a black man. Rich and famous, yes, but still black. So he got to pay for that, And by the way, I'm being facetious when I say that, because it's bullshit. Yeah, Elise, I know. Elizabeth, your opinion counts twice as much as mine, baby girl. All right, I see Dutchie's backstage, so I'm going to add her to the stream. Hey, girl, hey.
Hello. How are you? Can you hear me?
Your voice is like butter.
Like butter. How's everybody doing?
Not to be confused with whipped cream, John QQ. Like butter.
Like butter.
Okay. So that's enough about this clown. I'm done with him. But I do like this artwork here.
Very interesting.
Cannot take credit. It's just a drawing from the courtroom. I love how they still do that. Like, that's so nostalgic.
Didn't Ghislaine Maxwell get 20 years?
We're calling her Jizzy.
Oh, we're calling her Jizzy. Okay. For the ones in the back.
Yeah. But I don't know, but they're saying that she got less than him, which does not shock me in the least.
Well, she wasn't the actual perpetrator. She got 20 years for aiding in the abuse, and R. Kelly was actually carrying out the abuse.
Wait, you mean
that might be the difference in why I personally think they should all get life.
Oh, you're saying, okay, yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, but she did take part of it, but she wasn't the main.
Right. The main supposedly took his own life.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced.
And I'm pretty sure he's rotting. Pretty sure he's rotting.
Pretty sure.
Oh my gosh, Elizabeth, are you having my baby? You're having my baby. What a wonderful way of saying how much you love me. Elizabeth has been a member for 9 months. Looking at us. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. I wonder, that has not come up before. A 9-monther. That is impressive. I feel as though you should get a prize. So, if you stick around, you just might get one. Joe said,
I have to agree. Alec Baldwin got nothing for what he did.
Yeah, I was just going to read. Well, hold up. What did he do?
What about the whole incident with Alec Baldwin and the shooting that took place?
Oh, that's okay.
And, they're blaming the girl, but I'm like, you're involved.
I stopped paying attention to that one. I don't know why, but I was just like, eh. Oh, you want me to pay your vet bill? Elizabeth. Yeah, that's shooting. Okay. Thank you, Betty Joe. I know my what do you call it? My chat is a little behind. You probably put that up a little bit ago. Hey, the River Blue, thanks for coming over. It looks like Dutchie sent you. Thank you, Dutch.
Oh, thank you, the River Blue. I'm so glad to see you here.
So let me get this trash bag off of the screen. All right, so now it's just going to be us.
Yes.
See our cartoons.
Welcome to Whackadoodle Crime Wednesday.
I like the way you say that.
There is some wackadoodle stuff happening in this world. Hey, Mama She.
Mama She, I love you, baby. You thought you clicked in the wrong one.
What about the man that got eaten by the alligator on Friday?
Girl, oh my gosh, I can't deal with that. What the fuck?
I mean, he was like 75 years old. And it was like 11 o'clock in the morning at Myrtle Beach Golf and Yacht.
Golf and Yacht?
From a retention pond. He was out there doing whatever he was doing by the retention pond, and that gator came out and snatched him.
I shouldn't be that surprised, but I should be kind of ashamed and regretful right now, because where we used to live in Clear Pond, we had a number of those ponds. And also there's a pond there that I don't even think it's man-made. It's quite deep. And well, it must be, but it's been there for a long time.
Yeah,
that,
I know where you're talking
pond. About. You know the big one?
I do.
Yeah. But there was these little ponds around that are obviously man-made. And we saw a baby alligator. Well, I don't know if it was a baby, but it looked kind of smallish. But it was a damn alligator in one of those. And it was just swimming around in this little pond. And we're just standing there around the pond, just watching it, just talking about it, just thinking it's cool. Like we're totally safe.
I don't even go to Alligator Adventure, okay, because we play golf at Oyster Bay, which is in Calabash, and they have a gator out there that looks like he's eaten about 3 people, 3 large people. He's about 16 feet long. I bet he weighs 300 pounds.
Get the fuck out of here.
Like every time we're on that hole, I'm like, let's get in the golf cart and just skip this hole, because it's scary. It's a scary, scary sight. Like,
hold up. Who called Mama She a hoe? I missed something.
Mama She ain't no hoe.
Oh, because
no, I'm a hoe.
She meant to say hi.
It is a small dinosaur, River Blue. I'm telling you.
Oh, guess what my mom told me?
What? We need to have your mom on the show.
I know. This is some wackadoodle news. Wackadoodle news.
Wackadoodle news.
It sounds like a rooster crowing. Wackadoodle news.
It does. Oh, that should be on the thumbnail.
Oh my God.
Is the rooster saying that? I'm going to have to come up with that. I'm going to have to come up with that. I'm going to work on it.
Please do. Don't put my face on the rooster.
I'm not going to put your face. I was not even thinking that. But now I'm thinking.
Whatever, Dutchie.
We'll put Jody Soup on the rooster.
Jody Soup. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. Let me check the poll again and see if we have some more updates.
Yes, we need the feedback.
I think I have to refresh to even see. I don't know. I just think it's funny that anyone put Jody Sue. I know she's not here.
Oh my gosh.
I just thought I was so funny when I made that.
It is hilarious.
How was your day? I'm a badass bitch. I'm Jody Sue.
I just want to know. I saw somebody say something about what are the craziest crimes, and one of the things that came up was called that my friend was telling me about. She lives in England, and she said fly tipping, and I was like, "What is that? Fly tipping?" And she said, "Yeah, it's what the British call." It's just a slang term for dumping waste illegally. And I was like, okay, I would just say dumping waste illegally. Like I just because fly tipping, I'm like that doesn't even go together. I was like, how do y'all come up with these phrases?
Yeah,
Exactly.
what? I'm trying to even wrap my mind around where how that came about. Is it like you're tipping the flies because flies like garbage?
Well,
So
she said
understand.
that she said fly tipping is like the illegal deposit of waste onto land that doesn't have a license to accept it. And
Yeah.
so it points to the term like on the fly. So like you're dumping waste on the fly, like on the move.
Oh, okay. Fly
Yeah.
tipping.
And I was like, okay, I would have never put that together. So
I feel like it should be fly dumping.
okay, I would probably have registered that before.
Jumping on the fly. How
Yeah.
many puffs, Elizabeth? That was before I puffed. Thank you very much.
I think I'm going to have to puff just thinking about
Now,
that.
just because you've been here for 9 months and you're an OG, don't be thinking you can come in here and talk shit. Elizabeth, you must have been the one who clicked, I'm Jody Sue. Oh, she's such a smart ass. I love it. Yeah, I heard of cow tipping too. Fly tipping would be.
Cow tipping, that happens a lot. Yeah.
That's so sad. That's animal cruelty right there. Okay, but are you ready for the first whackadoodle? Because that R. Kelly stuff, I just wanted to, just touch on that a little bit to say that he was charged 30 years. Looking ass. He should have gotten more. He thinks he only deserves 10. He's going to appeal. He's a pompous ass. He's a narcissist. He brainwashed all those women. And he was calculating. It was planned and calculated, and he's just disgusting.
You know the Alex Murdaugh guy, the attorney?
Yeah.
That his son and his wife were shot, and then he, had all this conspiracy to commit or insurance fraud and all this money. Well,
Yes,
I did see that they arrested another guy, the Curtis Edward Smith, and he's alleged to have gotten over $2 million in the money that Alex Murdaugh stole from his law firm clients and associates. And he was also charged with conspiring to commit the insurance fraud in aiding in Murdaugh's suicide. That was today.
I'm sorry, but I did get sidetracked, Suzanne. Thank you so much. And it's not even so much of a story, but just kind of a comment that my mom told me after, she was watching the, I'm going to call it the snooze, not the news, but the snooze, the like sort of news. So we call it snooze. That octopi are actually aliens.
Stop it.
They're prehistoric aliens. That's what she told me. That's what the TV told her, Dutch.
Oh my God. Okay, so I just want to start out the Whackadoodle Wednesday with a story that I read last night, and I just want to read the opening statement because I need a reaction. I need a reaction. 5 months ago, woman charged with trying to buy another woman's baby in the Walmart self-checkout line.
Okay. So first of all, I want to know when this woman who was trying to buy the baby, when she first went to Walmart, was that her intention? Was she like, I think I'm gonna go to Walmart and buy a baby? And then she got there and she was like, damn, they're out of babies. What am I gonna do now?
She got arrested on my birthday.
Well,
yes,
happy
January
birthday.
18th. Yes. She's from Texas, and it says that she is accused of trying to buy a woman's baby in the checkout line at Walmart in Texas. The woman is 49 years old and was charged with the offense of the sale or purchase of a child in connection with an incident that had occurred 5 days before that.
Oh,
she offered like $500,000 for the child.
Okay, so she has been. This is okay. So what that means, in my opinion, is that she had been stalking this woman, and she knew she was going to be at the Walmart.
Here was the statement. It says, the mother claimed that Taylor allegedly approached her as she was waiting to scan items in the self-checkout, and that Taylor began commenting on her son's blonde hair and blue eyes before asking how much she could purchase him for. And then the mother laughed, assuming it was a joke. And allegedly, she said that she had $250,000 in the car and she would pay that much for him on the spot. Hello. What? Excuse me? I would have slapped a bitch right there in the Walmart line. I cannot.
So that just Elise Soleil said sold.
And then it says, once in the parking lot, Taylor began screaming, saying that if she wouldn't take $250,000, that she would give him $500,000 because she wanted him and she was going to take him.
How old was this? How old was this baby?
Let's see if it says.
Betty Joe, you just be looking for reasons to fight people, though.
Petra, are you commenting right now?
Hi, Petra. Petra heard me.
She did. She just came in here and opened the door.
Baby.
Are you talking to Libby?
I love you, Petra, baby.
She is looking right. She's like,
oh my God.
It's Libby.
Petra, I love you so much.
She was like, why can't I see her, though?
You're such a good girl.
Yeah, you know who that is, don't you, baby girl? She loves to give Libby kisses, and Libby doesn't like kisses, but Petra's like, you're getting them anyway.
But I like to rub her ears.
Oh, I know. She's not here, puppy. She at her house. It's okay.
So, okay. Let me get to this story here. Now she's going to start growling. Like
it doesn't say the age of the child, but I just thought that was pretty bizarre. And it did say that it was all caught on surveillance video, the incident.
Well, that's why I think, like, who doesn't know that there's surveillance at Walmart? Everybody fucking knows that.
So, this was in Houston, Texas.
So what's that got to do with it?
I don't know. I mean, because there's a lot of
do they not know that?
Like, I can't imagine somebody like offering me that much money, and then the mother walks outside. I'm like, wait, stop. I can't. And her bond was only, get this, $50,000, and she bonded out. Of course, because remember
When she had boasted about having $500,000.
Exactly. So she bonded out, and I'm like, wow. I was like, I can't. This is ridiculous.
I feel like she definitely has to have some mental health issues, because she obviously thought that was okay.
She would have had a black eye and some mental health issues when I got done with her, because that was a no for me.
It's insane, I know, but what I'm saying is, it's like she didn't really try to do it on the low, which tells me just the way that she carried it out means that she actually thinks that it's okay. And when someone thinks what they're doing is okay and it's clearly not to the rest of the world, that indicates mental illness.
Definitely.
Like a motherfucker.
Definitely. So, and then she just bonds out of jail. See, that's what concerns me about.
Yeah, she should have been no bond. She should have been
right.
Going
because
to mental
she's just back out there again, and like she's just going to go find another blonde-haired, blue-eyed child.
Yeah, and she needs to be in the mental.
And I'm like, y'all not taking notes at the police department, because kids are going missing.
No, they're taking bans. That's what they take in Dutchie. They don't give a fuck.
I know.
They just want the money, money, money.
Okay, so I have another story if you don't have one, because
I do. I'm trying to get to it. Damn, you keep talking.
Go.
Okay, so this one here is a doozy. It's really a doozy. Okay, so at the Burlington Christian Academy. Okay.
Is that in North Carolina?
Girl, I don't know.
Because I know that there's a Burlington Christian Academy up from where my parents live. So that's
really?
Yes. That's why I'm asking you that.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't. Let me click on.
Girl, because I have a friend that teaches at Burlington Christian Academy. So I need to know this.
This just happened. Okay. Alamance County.
Yes, Alamance County. I have a friend I went to high school with that teaches there.
Wait till you hear this, then, girl. Wait till you hear. Okay, so this coach, 23-year-old coach, was found to have had inappropriate relations with one particular student. Okay. Charged with felony sex acts with a student and felony indecent liberties with a student. Now, I ask you, do you think that this was a male or a female? What was your first thought when I read what I read?
I mean, you would think it would be a female, but it...
the coach.
Oh, the coach? I would think it would probably be a male.
Yeah, so it's actually a female. She's the cheerleading coach. And the article says that they cannot divulge the information of the student because they recently graduated, but they're still a minor. So I'm guessing they're 17, still a minor, and have graduated.
My friend is a science teacher there, so I'm sure he knows all about it.
I'm willing to bet that it was also a female student, because it really talks about the fact that she's a cheerleading coach and a volunteer at the school.
Well, I do know they have male and female cheerleaders on that team, because my sister is a cheerleading coach for her high school, and that she coaches for, and they have male and female cheerleaders on her high school team that she coaches.
I forgot that they do that now.
Yes, and so it's really difficult to say, because I know at Burlington Christian they have male and female cheerleaders, because my sister, they play each other. Okay, because they live just one county apart. So that's how I am so familiar with Burlington Christian, because my sister's kids go to a Christian academy in High Point. And so like all the Christian academies play each other in sports. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to call my friend and be like, what is
you really do. So she has been through the same vetting process as any other employee of the school, and nothing was found in her background or anything. So there were no red flags at all whatsoever. But I mean, and the fact that she's 23, so it's like,
Yeah.
that's pretty close in age to 17, but it's still inappropriate.
I
It's
mean,
still,
student, teacher
yeah,
stuff. I mean, back when I was in school, we
yeah,
had a basketball coach that apparently had some rendezvous with a few of the girls
rendezvous.
in school, and I was just like,
Mm-mm.
no.
No. And here's my thing. I don't know, Dutch, what do you think about this? Back in high school, did you have a crush on any of your teachers? Because
Negative.
I surely did not either.
No. But this coach was really good looking, but also
Was he?
35 years old.
Damn. See, I was not interested in anyone looking 35 when I was,
No,
you know,
no, I'm
16,
not even,
17.
it's not even on my radar. Like, I'm just trying.
No.
No,
Uh-uh.
I was not even thinking about shit like that.
Uh-uh.
No. Damn.
I mean, I was definitely thinking about boys, but not, I was thinking about boys.
No, I was not hot for teacher,
Maybe,
Elise. I
maybe a
was
college
definitely
boy, but not.
now in
Not a
college. Now,
damn
I did
teacher.
have a couple of hot teachers in college. Now
So you were hot for teacher
in college,
in
but that is
college.
not high school. There was
No,
nobody at my school. No, no, negative.
very different, very, very different thing.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad that it said high school and that the student graduated. So that pretty much tells us that the student's 17. So we don't have to be thinking, oh my gosh, was it a 14-year-old? Because that would be just repulsive as fuck. So this is a little less repulsive, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me go to the next. This is a fun one too. So imagine yourself in London. You're taking this London vacation and you're on a crowded train because you just left shopping and you're headed back to your, whatever they call them there, your flat. Is that what they call them?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so you look over and you see a couple of silver-haired foxes. That's what it actually says here. A couple of silver foxes, basically getting it on orally. Ages 64 and 57.
Outside?
They were on the train.
Oh, whoa.
Oh,
They were
no, they were
on
not
the
outside.
train.
They were just, but they had been cocktailing. No, no pun intended. They had been having cocktails and then they gave cocktails.
Oh my goodness.
Silver-haired foxes.
I cannot. I'd be like, can you please stop this train now? I need
She
to
said,
get off
wait,
the
come
train."
again.
Mama she
Oh no.
capitulating.
I don't think she meant to say that. Elise said cocktail weenies.
Oh, stop it. Oh my gosh.
I love you guys.
Okay,
Hey.
I have a story. Can I share one now?
Yeah, just let me say really quick, whoever's in the house, if you could hit the thumbs up, please do so. And if you wouldn't mind sharing the stream.
Like, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell.
You can ring my bell.
Ring my bell.
Ring, ring, ring my bell. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
Now that we've had our little intermission, we will sporadically just sing songs, and I hope you guys don't mind that. Okay, so this one is kind of weird. And this one also happened in 2022.
Okay.
There is a teen accused of trying to kill a jogger so he could keep his body to play with.
Excuse me? Do what now? Say
Yeah. Listen, you
that
said you wanted
whole
to do some
thing
wackadoodle crimes. I've
again.
got a whole
Say it again.
sleeve of
Say it
stuff to
again.
say. So this teen, Logan Smith, was
Okay.
accused of attacking a jogger while armed. This was the part that made me laugh. While armed with aerosol Axe deodorant can and the belt of a robe, with hopes of using the jogger's corpse to fulfill his sexual fantasies.
Oh my gosh. I feel like he just popped out of the shower, grabbed part of his robe and his axe,
And was like,
and
I'm on a
just
mission.
jetted. He was like, I got to take care of this
Yeah,
now.
this was in Florida, and it says
Of
that
course it was.
he's accused of tracking the movements of a man who regularly jogged past his home with the intention of killing him and keeping his corpse in his closet to play with. He was 18 years old. This happened in Brevard County, which is near Orlando.
Yes.
He said he was charged with one count of attempted murder in connection with the failed strangling of the victim near Smith's Cocoa Beach home. Apparently, 1 week before his arrest, Smith had allegedly collected an arsenal of so-called weapons from his home: an aerosol Axe deodorant can, a rubber mallet, and the belt of his robe, and was laying in
Wait,
wait.
a rubber
Mallet.
mallet?
I cannot make this up. Yes, and he hid behind this pole waiting on this guy to come by because he jogs by there at the same time every day. And he waited for him to run past the light pole. And the defendant then tossed the clothing robe over the victim's head and tried to overpower him with martial arts. I'm
Oh,
like, where does the rubber mallet and the axe spray come into the martial arts?
well, I'm pretty sure that Ralph Macchio wore axe when he was the Karate Kid, you know?
It must
And
have
even the
been.
Karate Man.
That's what he must have been thinking in his mind. He was like, so this is definitely going to work. I was like, stop it.
He was
Stop.
like, Cobra Kai.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. I was
All right,
like,
so
this is wild.
let's go to another one here. Here's the headline. A German couple's loud sex on a cruise became too much for crew members to endure. They were forced to get off in Barbados.
That must have been some wow. Where is the Duke right now? I
don't. A German.
In this story.
It was a German that was booted off a cruise ship for having loud sex is suing the tour operators. Can you imagine? That left them in Barbados to fend for themselves in April. A spokesperson for the cruise line said this was done to protect the guests themselves and other fellow travelers from the loud sex.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah. Because I'm just thinking loud sex. Okay. That sounds like fun. It doesn't sound like it's scary.
Yeah, exactly.
In danger.
Who knows what
How did this become a safety issue?
That must have been, I don't know, it might have been like an animalistic scream.
Oh my God.
Where have we heard that before?
Hey, Gavel Geeks.
Hey, Gavel Geeks.
Please, everyone, be sure to vote.
Yes, definitely put in your vote. Hey, little G. All right, so I've got one, and this one is this one's pretty funny too. Woman accused of plowing through ex's boyfriend's funeral, now charged with vandalizing the Jesus statue.
Say what now?
Yes, she apparently plowed through her ex-boyfriend's funeral She crashed her ex-boyfriend's funeral, made a scene, and then spray painted the face of Jesus in North Dakota.
Throw the book at her. I'm done.
And it says she's from Minnesota. A Minnesota woman allegedly plowed through a cemetery.
Wait, no, wait. What city was this in? This must have been way
This
up north.
happened in North Dakota, but
Oh,
she's
North
from
Dakota.
Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
She
Well,
plowed through a cemetery during her ex-boyfriend's funeral services and now has been accused of a prior act of chaos when she allegedly tried to run over people at a Fargo, North Dakota cemetery while they were laying Colin McDonald, 24, to rest.
Oh, that is
She
terrible.
drove her vehicle and tried to hit people, tried to drive over his site where they were conducting the funeral in a manner with extreme indifference for human life and created substantial risk and serious bodily injury to persons in the cemetery. She knew she wasn't welcome, and what she did instead of leaving peacefully was try to run over people and then try to run over his current girlfriend and then jumped out of the car and spray painted Jesus's face.
Elise said we all grieve differently, but I don't care what. How did they not get like hit with lightning? I'm for real.
She spray painted Jesus black, apparently.
Oh, well, okay. So was it like?
It was a marble statue outside of the St. Mary's Cathedral where this.
Maybe it was a civil rights thing.
So she's going to drive over people at the cemetery? I think it was just.
So no.
I don't know. Yeah, she brought Jesus into the mess, little G. I mean, I'm like, listen, you need to leave Jesus out of your situation. I mean.
See, Elise, that's what I'm saying. Black Jesus. At least it was realistic.
Well, I don't think St. Mary's Cathedral was happy that she messed up the marble statue. Obviously.
I guess they weren't.
She's trying to kill people, and then she thinks, well, I don't know what else to do, so I'm prepared with my spray paint to go deface some property now. I'm like,
oh, for fuck's sake.
The shit you can't make up. Hey, Izzy Pop.
All right, so my next one, let's see. Ooh, nope. Man who R-worded his fiance's dog to death, sentenced to 60 days in Oregon jail. What?
Okay, none of that made sense to me. Let me do a reset on my head right now because none of that even went together.
No, that
he aired the dog and he only got 60 days. He needs to be in a mental institution.
His fiance's dog at that.
I can't.
And the dog had to be put to sleep.
If I was the dog, I'd want somebody to put me to sleep too.
You know what? If I was a fiance, I would be putting his ass, this Fidel Lopez, to permanent sleep.
100%. That is.
But after he was released in the country he was in illegally, he was scooped up by ICE.
Wow.
So that's good. His thick ass is not around here. Okay, but let me share this one now.
I thought we were going to take turns.
Okay, go ahead. That one was just it didn't really count, but go ahead.
It did count. That was horrible. that was ridiculous. If there was a whackadoodle crime, that was it. that was effed up. That's what that was.
Yeah.
This one is, I don't even know. It makes me question everything when I go to a grocery store.
Oh, shit.
But a man pled guilty to putting razor blades in pizza dough that is sold at supermarkets in 5 states. In supermarkets in Maine and New Hampshire. Yeah,
That is
tampering with consumer
horrifying.
products, and he got 4 years and 9 months. That led to a recall of pizza dough sold at Hannaford supermarkets in 5 states that extended to Shaw and Star markets. This was in Dover, New Hampshire.
In the
Like,
meantime, we've got people serving,
what?
15 years for having a pound of weed in their car
Yeah, I
and
mean, like,
zipping off to the popo.
but you can R a dog and only get 60 days.
Yeah,
Make it make sense to me right now.
nothing fucking makes sense. I mean, right now, the ancient octopus, the prehistoric alien octopus makes more sense than that story.
I can't. I just can't even wrap my head around. I mean, it's just like, what?
Okay, so think about this. Now, we want to be neighborly, right? Even though neighbors can sometimes be a little bit sketchy, but we want to get along with our neighbors. So imagine that your neighbor comes to you and asks you to please hold on to this box of sex toys because because your in-laws are coming to visit. Her in-laws, the person's in-laws are coming to
Okay,
visit. So your
wait.
neighbor comes to you. Please, can you hold on to this box of sex toys because my in-laws are coming to visit and I don't want it in the house while they're here, just in case.
Is the in-laws going to be going through her private stuff?
I don't know.
Like, we need to check this house for sex toys, like
Well,
what?
it gets worse because being the good neighbor that you are, you agree to hold on to this box, and being the good neighbor that you are and the upstanding woman that you are with integrity, you do not go snooping into the box. Okay? So you're just assuming that it only contains what your neighbor has told you that it contains. Well, then you notice a very, very foul ass smell.
Stop it.
Okay, coming from this mysterious box of sex toys.
You're kidding me.
So what had happened was you are like, okay, I need to open this box because why do these sex toys smell like this? Well, because they're a decapitated, rotting head. That's why.
Wait a minute, stop. They're what?
They are a decapitated, rotting head. There's no sex toys in there. Only a decapitated, rotting head.
Get out of here.
Belonging to
Hey, Fizzle.
the significant other of your neighbor. So you just became an accessory. And by the way, the rest of the body was never found.
There are some serious crazy people.
I know.
I can't. So
Hi,
hold
is
my
he
box of
talking-
sex toys, but not really sex toys. Just a
Like, why
it's just a
is that?
decapitated head. But I didn't want to tell you because we definitely don't want the
No, I
in-laws to find the
don't.
decapitated head. What?
And the name of this person is Maria del Carmen. But yeah, her boyfriend has never been found.
Damn. Okay, that's just
Your
wild.
turn.
Okay, well the one that I found also, this one was kind of like what I can't even wrap my head around this. Former cop sentenced to prison time for forcing teens to strip to avoid arrest. He found 2 teens Found alcohol and marijuana in their car, and he forced them to strip and run naked to avoid being arrested in Florida. He's going to serve a decade.
I am so disgusted with humanity.
Yeah, that was in 2020. And they were 18. Both of them were 18. That was in Broward County, too, Palm Beach.
Lil G, yes, Maria does need a padded room, too. And yes, creepy jackass is...
I think pretty much everybody on here needs a padded room that we have discussed.
I would have to agree to that.
Yes, because I'm like...
Robonzo. This is getting crazier and crazier.
She
It's
said...
Whackadoodle.
And when I say take their clothes off, like it says here that they took their pants and shirt off and said, I kind of looked at him like, is this enough? And he's like, no. And they had to take off everything and give him their clothes. What?
Unacceptable.
Well,
that's a motherfucker.
That right there. Oh my gosh, that really irritates
Oh shit. I just saw a really, really, really bad one. Oh, wait. Then I start laughing. Okay, wait. New Jersey woman burns down house of man who called her for sex at 4 a.m., then fell asleep. So you mad, bro?
Damn. Okay,
so a New Jersey woman gives new meaning to the phrase hot and bothered by burning down the house of a man who called her at 4 a.m. for a booty call and then fell asleep. So she showed up to his house after he was looking for a little action.
Love you too, Mama She.
That man got all he could handle when he awoke to find his house engulfed in flames and 8 missed phone calls. Oh, Russell texted her old flame while he was asleep with love noted, like with a love note, like, I see you want to die. What the fuck? And she was charged with attempted murder. And you should...
Man, I mean, to miss the call, if you don't miss that, don't fall asleep. Don't call me for a booty call and fall asleep, because I'll set your house on fire.
That's exactly what happened. And I have to show you her mugshot because she looks like, yeah, I did that. And what? I swear. Wait till you see this shit. Oh, Lord.
Pixie said, shiggity swooty, she came in for that booty. Look at that face. She's like, I did it.
She said, yeah. What the fuck? You gonna call me at 4 a.m. knowing I got to work at 7. Okay? And I come over
now I ain't got to go to work because I'm in jail.
And I didn't get no dick.
She mad. She big mad.
She mad.
She like, Mama don't play.
Her name is Taya Russell.
Don't be messing around.
Man's remains found in freezer at deceased wife's Utah home may have been there for more than a decade.
Yeah, I knew about that one.
Damn, she got away with that. She was 74 years old.
I remember reading about that one.
Damn, must have been in there for up to
foul play is suspected and foul odor as well. You don't say.
Nah, I could see where that would just be an accident.
He just fell in the freezer and I didn't realize he was gone. Damn. That's where he's been this whole time. I thought he left.
He said he was going to get an ice cream bar and he never came back.
Yeah, so I just thought, well, I guess he just left.
You know how they say when they go out for a pack of cigarettes or something. So I just thought,
well, I guess it's over. This one that I have is super weird.
This is the dog raper.
Huh?
Oh, you can't see him, can you? I
Oh,
stopped
no, I
sharing it.
can't.
I'm
I
sorry.
can't. I cannot see. I cannot
Never
see him.
mind. Okay, your
I don't
turn.
even know if I want to see him. This story is very bizarre. It says the title of this one is "I Will Show You What I Do to Serial Killers." This guy is like a costume vigilante. I don't know
Okay,
if you
Dutch,
guys ever.
listen. I'm going to be listening, but I'm going to mute myself because I'm going to go walk through the house.
Okay, so this guy is he says he's a costume vigilante and he vows to hunt murderers. And he calls himself Shadow Vision. So he says, so this is a threat to you. When I find you, I will show you what I do to serial killers. A masked man who calls himself Shadow Vision warned a suspected serial killer in Little Rock, Arkansas. And he said, I am hurting you right now. And basically, he is a self proclaimed superhero that calls himself the Shadow Vision guy. He says that he patrols the capital of Arkansas, vowing to hunt down apparent serial killers and people like that in the area. So in 2021, he told a follower on his Facebook page that he was in Little Rock, Arkansas, once again hunting the serial killer. And he said, I know that the serial stabber is keeping an eye on my page here, Shadow Vision wrote on his Facebook. So this is a threat to you that when I find you, I will show you what I do to serial killers. And there have been 4 knife attacks, 3 of which were fatal in Little Rock since August of 2020. Investigators believed that they are all connected, and the victims of the stabbings appeared to be chosen at random, and the attacks were really brutal. So the surviving victim was a 43-year-old woman, and she was stabbed 15 times. And then there was a 64-year-old man, another 62-year-old gentleman, and an unidentified man known as Old School. And they didn't survive the attack. So his real identity remains a mystery, but I just find it hilarious that he is, even on his Facebook page, he says that he's a real life superhero and that he protects the innocent at whatever cost. And I was thinking,
You know who he sounds like?
he probably knows Ernie Shell.
He's probably friends with Glitchy Shoes too.
He probably does know Glitchy Shoes because they live in the same area. Maybe
Ooh.
he might be looking out for. Maybe I should send his Shadow Visions. Maybe I should hook him up with. I should like connect their Facebook pages for sure. He said, I would sacrifice my own life to save an innocent life.
Hey, Shorty Small.
And supposedly he claims that he has exterminated 2 other serial killers in Arkansas in the past.
Wow. So he's got kind of a
actually, it says here one was in North Carolina and the other was in Arkansas back in the 90s, and that he says that he killed them.
So he really thinks he's a superhero.
Yes, and he says on his Facebook page, it says, I also love hunting high-ranking gang members.
I wonder if that's on his dating profile too.
I don't know,
long
but
walks on the beach and killing serial killers because I'm a superhero.
I just thought it was bizarre. I'm like, and the fact that he claims that he's killed 2 other serial killers already in the past. And he's currently hunting one from 2021.
Maybe he should be, join the FBI. It sounds like they need his expertise.
It sounds like he's trying to play Batman. He's like a redneck Dexter. I can't. Now it was already hilarious, but that really makes it hilarious.
Well, I'm out of Whackadoodle crimes.
You're out? Oh, I'm not done.
Well, you might be done for tonight.
Oh, well.
You can do one more, Dutchie, okay?
Okay, one more.
Pick a good one.
One more. 88-year-old man allegedly feels tickled after murdering his roommate, wants to urinate on his grave.
Sorry. Wait. Why do we care if he feels tickled?
I don't know. It says
Why is this a story?
Larry Shaw allegedly killed his younger roommate
Oh, that's
after
why.
he'd asked him to do his chores. Following years of contemplation, an 88-year-old Southwest Missouri man allegedly murdered a man that he disliked, his roommate. And it says that he shot him at his home in Ozark. And the court documents said that he was tired of the guy's vulgar language and how he treated him. And he had had enough. So he told him to do some chores. And allegedly, he got a handgun and waited in a recliner for 3 hours. And he let him do all the chores and clean up the house. Huh?
Without falling asleep, he laid in a recliner for 3 hours.
Waiting on this guy to do the chores.
Well, I'd have been
with the gun. With the gun.
Sleep.
And then he said, the court document states Shaw told police he was kind of tickled that he shot Barnes and expressed no apparent remorse in the police interviews. And allegedly then told police that it would really please him if he could just urinate on Barnes' grave to seal up the deal. And that he was glad he was dead, and he hated that it took him so long to do it. And I'm like,
I mean, I bet his mugshot.
And this guy's face looks, and this guy, you ought to see the face he's making. He's just like, I did it, and I'm 88, and I
don't give a fuck.
So he must have treated him bad because he let him clean his whole house, and then he was like, well, your mission is done.
Okay, well, Elizabeth, if you can answer this question, because you know I can't just have it be, you just win. You just win. You have to earn it. And 9 months of service is apparently not enough.
Yes, really, made me laugh.
It really, really is. But
yeah, Pian definitely seals the deal. I was like, the fact that he said that and was like, and I'm glad he's dead. I was like, I would really like to see that 88-year-old man just like do the little chicken neck when he's saying that. And I'm glad he's dead.
Yes.
I'm like, I cannot.
Okay. So Elizabeth, I have a question for you. And if you answer it correctly, you win a prize. And you'll have to email me your address if you trust me, which you should, because I'm not a crazy bitch. I'm a badass bitch. Send me your address in my email and you will get your prize. But here's my question for you. What are the names of both of my mom's cats? That is your question. Now, this question is only for Elizabeth. Okay. But I thank you, Elizabeth, for your 9 months of service.
9 months of service.
Diligence in watching and commenting on my channel, making me laugh every single time.
We love you, Elizabeth.
Oh, no, she's asking for help. That means she doesn't know. I can't believe this. Does she? Okay.
The cat in the pan made me laugh.
I'm telling you.
I was like, are we having Chinese? I couldn't resist.
That was so bad.
I had to make you laugh.
So bad. Well, trust me, I was laughing all mother flipping day at that because what in the hell? I'm just walking out, minding my business, walking out to the kitchen, and I look over, and there she is, just all snuggled up in the frying pan.
I was like, what is happening? Your mom and the cats I do want to see a live with you and your mom because your mom is hilarious and I want to ask her questions and I want her to react. Like I want to tell her some stories and I want to get her to react because her reactions are hilarious.
Oh, am I not good enough for my own channel?
Yes, but your mother is hilarious. And I know if when you're talking to her and just the way that she responds to things, like she cracks me up. I mean, you're like, mom's just sitting here
Is a
watching TV, and then she'll be like,
barrel of laughs.
hey, Petra, baby, what are you doing?
I bet Petra knows my cat's names.
Do you know the kitty cat names? Do you know the kitty cats?
Just out of curiosity, Betty Jo, do you know them?
Petra is snoring, but she's also like holding her head up, which I think means she's asleep.
she's sitting up sleeping?
Yeah, she's
Or
like,
she's
she was
standing up?
asleep and she's like, what's that? I don't know if she's a moo baby or a pig baby. She's part dog, part pig, part cow.
Oh, does she guess what I found out? I am officially a cougar.
Yes. Well, I mean, you didn't that this is just the official announcement. I already knew this.
Oh fuck. Why didn't you tell me?
I thought you knew.
I mean, it's just so easy though.
I know, apparently it is for you.
And fun.
And fun.
Yes.
I'm glad that so I'm assuming that everything went well yesterday.
Yes.
Okay, good. Because you didn't call me that you were kidnapped or anything.
No, because I knew you had my my location, and I knew you'd be following me all night. I'm just kidding.
I have to check on you.
Betty Jo got one of them. She said,
The Duke said, we're going to have to go rescue her. And I was like, possibly. He said, what? He goes, and is she doing a sting operation? And I said, no. I was like, there is no sting operation. He was like, well, why do we got to go rescue her? I was like, we don't. I was like, unless there's an emergency. It was like, unless there's it was like, wait a minute, what's happening? And I was like, nothing. Just go back in there and watch TV and I'll let you know.
if we gotta go.
And then every time I walked in there and he was like, is it happening? And I was like, not happening.
Gavel Geeks, the reason why she said that is because I sent her my location yesterday because I was going on a date with someone for the first time. And I wanted to make sure that, you know, if anything happened, that someone knew exactly where I was. And I would have sent it to my mom, but she wouldn't know what to do.
She would just call me. You should just always leave my number with your mother in case there's an emergency.
Probably.
That's exactly what you should do on the refrigerator.
Yeah, because you live so close.
Yeah, I mean, so if she ever needs me, she can just call me and I can just zoom right over. Well, I mean, Zoom technically if the drawbridge isn't open. I have to zoom around the long way because that bridge is always open. It catches.
Oh my gosh, that damn bridge was open today, and I must have sat there for 18 minutes.
It takes forever in the summertime. I mean, and that's the shortest. I mean, it only takes me 5 minutes to get to your place, but then if the bridge is open, it can be like
a half hour.
Yes, I mean it's ridiculous. Yes, I know if you didn't call me to tell me you were kidnapped. Well, I mean, I figured that if something happened, I mean I would know.
Yeah.
Yes, Rennie, those are the names of the kitties. Yes, every time I say kitties, Petra looks back at me like, where? Where do you know of the kid? The kitty, there's a kitty outside. I bet if you get up, you'll go see him. She's like, come here. You want to say hey to Libby? You want to say hey to the chat? You want to say hey to the chat? You want to talk to everybody?
Petra!
Hi,
Petra!
Look.
Hi, Petra!
Move your
I'll
butt.
turn my camera. I look like
You're 90 pounds of. Oh, come here.
I look like I have no makeup on because I don't. Hi, Petra.
Who is that?
I love you, Petra.
Who is that?
Hi.
Who is
Petra, you're such a good girl.
it?
You're such a good girl. I look like I have some Dorothy Hamill haircut.
You're so cute, though.
It's up here in the bun.
I have on like my sweatshirt. Well, I mean, I have on makeup, but
Well,
like
I
I've
do
been
not.
cleaning the house all day long, mopping, dusting, cleaning ceiling fans,
Doing
toilet.
all the things.
Yeah, so the Dutchie is tired today because I've been doing housework.
Guess what I did not know how to do properly last night. And I just realized how bad that sounded when I said it. It's not sexual. I know how to do all of that.
She didn't. She locked her keys in the car.
Yeah, I sure did. That really put a damper in my date too, because it made me cranky. But anyway, what I forgot how to do, Dutch, is roll a Dutch.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, I'm lazy. That's why I use glass because I'm lazy. I don't want to do.
I didn't have any, and so.
But you got that cute little thing you bought. Remember you showed me?
I broke it.
What? You just got that.
I know.
Girl, we're
I'm
gonna have to
so
go
upset.
shopping at the 420 shop.
It broke right in my hand too.
Wait a minute. Where did you get it?
I got it at the 420
At the shop
store.
Okay.
No, wait. Nope. That's not right. You know the tobacco shop right next to Dollar Tree?
Yeah.
That one.
Well, you should take it back. You should take it back and say, I want an exchange. If you won't give me my money back, then I want you to exchange this because it's broke already.
Well, it was my fault though.
Okay, well, if it was your fault, then I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I was reckless.
This thing is tiny, y'all. I mean, how reckless could you be? Would you throw it at somebody?
No, I was trying to ash, and it just went clink and just broke. Because it was hot.
You better stuff.
I hit it too hard, I guess.
We're just gonna have to get you some better stuff.
Yeah, I need better stuff, but I'm working on it. My date has a nice car.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm just glad that he showed up and everything went off without a hitch.
You are so fun. I'm just glad he showed up. What the fuck? No one has stood me up.
Well, I mean, but he was working and, I just wanted to make sure everything was going to be okay.
No, I know. I was nervous because at what time? He's probably watching. He told me he was going to be watching this. So now I don't want to tell the story. By the way, I saw a short of Libs where she locked the keys in the car at Bath and Body Works.
I know, she called and told me that, and then she was like, but by the way, they were having a hell of a sale at Bath and Body Works, and then I got this, and then I saw some jewelry on sale, and I was like, girl, do your thing. I was like, we're going to have to go back to Market Common because she's like, all this shit was on sale, and I'm like, road trip, I'm gonna have to go down to
keep in mind my keys were still locked in my car at this point, but I was excited about my shopping.
Yeah, so she's telling me all the things, and I'm like, well, I need to go shopping myself.
Gotta get thank you, Rennie. You're too sweet.
I need to get some cologne because I'm out of my cologne, and the Duke is out of his cologne, so I've got to get some. He wears Gucci Guilty.
I need to know what my date wears because he smelled delicioso.
He was wearing this stuff called Cartier something, and then he switched to the Gucci Guilty, and I don't know. I got to go find him something, and that gives me an excuse to buy myself something.
Robonzo, there's no worries about that. This little filly right here, this cougar, is not getting married ever again.
I told mine that we weren't dating for 3 months, but he could feel free to take me to dinner so I could get to know him better. And he was like, "We are dating because I take you to eat Japanese." And I was like, "We're not dating." He tells everybody that story. He was like, "She said we weren't dating after 3 months." And I was like, "Listen, I play hard to get." I
Touchy,
was
you
like,
made him work.
"That
Damn,
is
girl.
not easy." Now, I play hard to get. But then he was like, "We're gonna get married." And I was like, "We're not even dating." He was like, "We're not even dating. You need to settle down."
You had
With
the
all that
touch.
that marriage talk, I was like, "No, I've already been married. I will never get married again." And guess what?
Mm.
We've been together almost 12 years. So, married for
Well,
almost 5 of those years.
I've
We've been
never
together a long
said
time.
I've
So
never said before that I wouldn't get married again. So I don't know if I'm
I
gonna
did.
follow
Gosh,
through or
man,
not.
after what I went through, I was like,
Oh, I believe it.
never. Because
I
I really
believe
thought
that.
that chivalry was dead, and I was just like, I've got to just focus on doing my own thing. Because I was a single mom,
Yeah.
I wasn't really interested in that. I needed to raise my kid, finish my college degree. I had to work. I mean, just that was
Girl,
important.
I did all that too while I was raising 3 kids. I worked full time and finished my degree while I raised my kids. It was crazy. I
It
could never
was,
do it now. Never,
yeah,
ever,
see,
ever.
I don't know how I did it, honestly. I think I was on autopilot because I look back now and I'm like, I really don't know how I was able to manage all of that because right now I feel like I would fall apart if I had to do that right now. But I guess it's because we're older and we're just like, there's no way. I don't have the patience for that. But
Yeah.
see, I have a lot of respect for you that you did that because I know how hard it is. But sometimes you just got to pull your big girl britches up and just do the damn thing, you
You
know?
got to.
You got to.
Otherwise,
You got
what are
to.
you gonna do?
But I was really fortunate that, that I met the Duke and
Elizabeth lived in sin for 15 years.
he's the blessing of my life. I love him so much.
Yeah, the Duke is a good guy.
He really is.
I have to say.
He's my best friend. He really is. He's my best
He's
friend.
your best friend. Yeah, me and my Duke used to be like that too. Oh, she's calling the cat. Carmela, you heard her. Get out.
Listen to there she goes.
What?
She does that. Wow.
You hear her calling you. Go. Go. Call her again, Mom.
Carmela.
She said,
Carmela.
Mom, she said what?
She said what?
I swear to God, she went, meow.
She probably said no.
She probably said, leave me alone. I love you. I love this. Let me give you a wrench just for that comment.
Yes.
If I didn't already give you one.
I love Rennie.
Yes.
She's beautiful.
You are a moderator. Flattery and jokes will get you everywhere. Up in here. Up in here. Up in here.
We love you, Rennie.
So, should I come over? Because I have something that I would like to share with you.
I'm here. The Duke's making dinner.
I already ate. I just want to share some of my Dutchiness with you.
Okay. Well, I am here.
You'll like it.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Maybe we'll go live on your channel. Where are you with your watch hours? You must be almost there.
I think I have like 2,000 some watch hours.
Okay.
Don't you have to have 4?
Yeah. You'll get it though. You'll get it because you've been killing it.
I've been trying to.
Killing it, girl.
I just feel like I don't go live a lot because I'm like, people don't really care about what I say.
Well,
I'm like, do I really have anything to say? Maybe.
Sure.
So I don't know. I think I'm going to go live. Try to go live more often because apparently you guys do like hearing from me because I think my last live went pretty good.
Yeah,
It was nice to see
absolutely.
everybody there.
It
So,
was fantastic.
um, I really liked streaming from outside. I hope y'all could hear me okay, because I hate sitting in my room all the time. But it's not
Yeah,
like I
it
can
was
get
good.
comfortable. But it's been kind of cool. The weather, I think we had a cold front come in or something, because the weather, it's just been yucky here lately.
Well, yeah, I don't like the clouds. I don't
Yeah,
mind it not
I
being
think
as
there was
hot.
another a subscriber that told me that they were in town. Um, and I was like, well, I hope you enjoy your vacation. I think it's supposed to thunderstorm all week. It's still going to be, and because I mean, it's so muggy
Can,
outside.
can I have a mod put the what do you call it? The member link for iPhone in the chat?
Do I have that? What
I
is
don't
what
know.
is the key to the link?
I don't know.
I could never figure that out. Izzy Pop, are you in here? Izzy Pop knows
Let me see if I can do it.
all the things.
All the things.
I'm not
All
I'm not a
the
mod queen. In case anybody has told y'all, I am not a mod boss. I am not in charge of any of the things.
why is that even a thing
I
anyway?
don't
That's
know,
stupid,
because
but
I don't want to be.
no.
I just want to make that clear. Like, I just want to
She's
be.
just the Dutchiest.
I just want to be Dutchy.
Wants
That's
to be
it. And
Dutchy.
thank you, Rennie,
That's
for
so much
saying that. I
fun.
appreciate that you guys like to come over to my channel and just hear me go on my rants. By the way, Nick Mick has not called me back. The caseworker
Really?
has not called me. So I was thinking about doing a live tomorrow where I once again call Stephen and say,
Oh, God bless his heart.
Steve, hey buddy, we're getting to be best friends. Did you put that little note in for the caseworker to call me? Because I need you to transfer me to the IT department per Gavel Geeks, so that I can find out like what the problemo is, if it's a glitch, if it's that y'all don't know who's doing what over there, because that's what Jenny told me that I needed to ask. Because if it's an IT problem, like Steven's not going to know the answer to that. But the caseworker hadn't called me. Remember how quickly TBI called me back?
Yes.
Even Nick Mick called me within 48 hours of me calling about glitchy shoes. They
TBI
called me
called me back within like what, 15, 20 minutes?
15 minutes. They called you back. Yes,
That's
ma'am.
great. Had you called before and they called you back another time?
Yes.
And they called you back quickly then too?
They called me back within 24 to 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been more
Expected.
than that, and they have not called me at all. So I think I'm just going to stay on their necks until I get a
Yeah.
response that is satisfactory. Thank you, Rennie. Rennie drops
And
great.
yes, spank
We have
me.
good mods. We really have. We have a good team of mods on our channel.
Whoa. There's something wrong with me, Dutch. But anyway,
We need to give you a live, Robonzo, about modding.
I don't think so. I think you're doing just
I think you do
fabulous.
great. But if you would like for us to do that sometime, we could always do a live stream about it and have Izzy Pop. Izzy Pop, she does all the mod things for Benny, you know. So like I think it'd be really good to have her come up and talk, because, I think it would be just good for people to know in case they're ever given a wrench and they don't really know how to copy links or things like that. It would be really good to just, because a lot of people don't even know what moderators do.
Hey, me too, Ren. I'm a glorified team mascot too.
You need a course too, Elizabeth Lander. And I am planning to go back to see my orthopedic surgeon about my shoulder in the next few weeks. And I'm going to start back painting. And I'm probably going to be doing some live streams of some painting. And I'm hoping that you will come and join me, Libby, to do some of those paintings in my art studio.
Of course I will.
Beautiful. Because let me tell you, Libby's a natural, y'all.
Aw.
She made a beautiful painting that she got to take home with her, and she did such a great job. So she's gonna have to go to Home Depot and snatch her up some canvases. We're gonna have to go shopping and get us some things so we can do some artwork.
Yes, I actually did. The other night, I was just having a great time by myself. Um, I was dancing around, playing music, and painting, and it was just so fun. I was using watercolors though. I like watercolors a lot.
Well, that's any type of art is good. Hey, monkey ass, you're a listening troll.
Monkey ass, how you doing? Glad to have you here.
Well, are you coming to the house?
Yeah, but when are you gonna eat dinner?
I
Is
mean,
it ready
he's getting ready to serve it up right now, so it won't take me long.
yet? Okay, good. So I'll leave in like 10 or 15 minutes then.
Okay, that sounds good. I enjoyed it. I hope we're good. Y'all be sure to come over and for Whackadoodle Wednesday
Yep.
next week. And if you want to be on panel with Libby to do all the things, like you guys send her an email
Yeah, please.
and so you can come up and like react and do all the things, and like it'll be a party.
And my email in the chat.
I'm not even on my phone to do that. Let me get it here so I can.
There you go. LibbyStar for the missing at gmail.com. If you happen to know of any wackadoodle crime stories that you would like for me to share, but you don't feel like coming up on panel, I'd love to hear about.
Yeah, definitely send those over, because I know that you guys definitely have probably seen some other craziness like we talked about tonight. So definitely send that over to Libby so that next week we can talk about those, and she'll be sure to be like, "Hey, so and so sent me this one, so we definitely want to point that out." And if you want me to come up next week, I mean, we'll make it a weekly thing, and I'm here to support always. As always, supporting my friends.
She is a supportive friend. You should get one like her. She's the dutchiest dutchy around.
I'm the queen of the YouTube streets.
You heard? No, you're not the queen.
Somebody told me that I was YouTube royalty.
You're the duchess of the YouTube streets. And I am the Libby of the YouTube streets. I am the teacher.
That's right. You better listen up.
There will be a test. There will
Always
be a test. Okay. Love y'all so very much. Thanks you
for having me up.
If you didn't already hit the thumbs up or the bell, please do so. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And please have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I'll see ya around.
Take care, everybody. See you soon.